I'm Tony Manson, for those of you who don't know me. I'm on the commissioning team and look after entertainment and factual entertainment and a little bit of comedy. Been doing this for 10 years, but I don't like to say it because it sounds a long time. So last year, as a commissioner, I get to work with all the best producers and creative talent and see all the best ideas and hopefully commission the right ones. The show I just totally fell in love with when it hit the screen was Twin Peaks. I grew up on a diet of Maxwell Smart, it was Get Smart, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie. I love Thunderbirds and Stingray. And that thing that Stingray had has always stuck with me. The opening titles would happen, and then after that would come up, like the booth announcer would say, anything could happen in the next half hour. And I love that phrase. And that for me is a catchphrase for all reality shows. It's like when I talk to producers about it, it has to be unpredictable, it has to be fun, and you have to have that sense as you sit down to tune in that anything could happen in the next half hour. It's the Stingray promise.
Stand by for action.
The whole competitive reality genre came out of a drama's writer's strike. The networks had to do something, and they were like, well, what can we make that's dramatic? And they started making these shows. MKR comes out of that DNA. I love that stuff because what's happening is happening to real people. The New York Post had the headline, "Is the reality party over?" And that headline in the New York Post was 2001. At the moment, it's food, but there'll be something else. MKR New Zealand Season 2, and we've got Liz Egan from MKR Australia. She's with us.
I scored you a 5 out of 10.
She was really blown away by the quality of the food. Our judges are back, Ben Bailey, Gareth Stewart. This year we've made sure we've got people from all over Dan Corbett's Weathermap. We've got people from Canterbury, Hawke's Bay, Otago, Wellington, Vanuatu, Auckland, New Plymouth, and I just spelt out Chow. Man, see what I did there?
Bring it on.
From Otago, we've got a team, Travis and Jeremy, who are my absolute favourites of the first group. They're great characters. They remind me of Ches and Dale. We are the boys from down on the farm.
We really know our cheese. There's much better value in Ches. Dale, it never fails to please.
It came with a really tacky jingle.
It's finest cheddar, made better.
MasterChef, MKR. MasterChef was my girl. And I was in love with MasterChef. What I love about the MKR format, as opposed to MasterChef, is that MKR give you a chance to get into their lives and to meet them and see their homes, their kitchens. So when it comes to competition time at kitchen headquarters, you're really attached to some of the teams, as opposed to MasterChef, which just deals with a little bit of a backstory, but you don't really adhere to the characters until well into the competition. My Kitchen Rules gives you that chance right from the get-go.
I don't usually complain, but there's something that I would like to bring to your attention. I watch TV2 all the time, and the other day there was an ad for Big Bang Theory. They mentioned the word foreplay, and now my 7-year-old daughter won't stop asking me what that is. Just thought I'd let you know. Thank you.
Kia ora, Shortland Street, please hold. They actually sounded pretty sick.
Jim McCaskill, I've been had the pleasure.
I heard all about you.
Hi, my name's Simon Bennett. I'm the producer of Shortland Street and a former and occasional director.
My name is Ben Barrington. Yes, I do like the character that I'm playing. It was based on me. You could liken him to Albert Einstein.
I'm Ben Mitchell. I play Dr. T.K. Samuels. He's a HOD.
Shortland Street has become part of the cultural landscape for New Zealanders.
You wouldn't find a New Zealander who isn't familiar with Shortland Street.
Couple of minutes for yourself.
They've grown to love and care about the characters, to the point that the lives of the characters on Shortland Street can seem real to the audience.
Some of them believe I'm a character.
They can seem like friends or family members,
They get a bit confused.
some of whom they love, some of whom they hate,
Oh, my storylines are so juicy.
Get your facts straight.
some of whom they want to throw things at.
Dripping.
At the moment, I think Panya has problems with audience affection.
The Shortland Street star who plays Panya on the show has been the victim of online bullying, been spat at, and even had death threats.
Yeah, people have been pretty passionate. Social media sort of blew up a couple of weeks ago when actually the character murdered her husband.
I feel a lot of sympathy for the character because she's going through a really tough time at the moment, but she's a villain, and all villain stories have to come to an end.
She reckons he's been bullying her for years.
Keeping things secret and what are our cliffhangers and what are our dilemmas is the bread and butter of a show like Shortland Street. And as soon as we spoil a story, there's not nearly as much reason for people to watch. So I will be very careful about what I actually give you.
So good. There's malpractice.
A wedding coming up.
Hot nurses.
There's affairs.
We have a birth.
Great comedic characters.
Accidents.
We're getting a lot of babies on the show at the moment. Which production loves.
Explosions.
Famous Shortland Street Christmas cliffhanger.
Bang, bang, bang.
That's how far in advance we work.
Lawsuits.
New villains,
Tellings off.
and we can expect life and death situations.
Food.
Food.
Yes.
Whoever wins this is going to have a significant effect on the future of the social club.
Shortland Street is all-consuming. When you're in this particular groove, you can't think about doing anything else.
There's a high volume of lines to learn.
I tend not to learn my lines too well.
What? I don't know.
How do I remember my lines?
We'll be shooting up to 30 minutes a day worth of footage, which is 26 to 28 scenes in a day.
There is no method to the madness.
The crew and the actors and the director have to shoot a scene every 15 or 20 minutes. That's how fast the machine works.
Got a set of chest strain. Can you just carry on with what you're doing?
Get out of here.
My name is Kath Mitchell. I am Research and Insights Manager at TVNZ. The Green Room is an online community of New Zealanders where we've invited them to come in and be a part of decisions that we make on a daily basis. They get to share their thoughts and opinions.
Definitely the blue.
On a whole range of topics, from TV shows to what they're doing with their daily lives.
More salt.
It came about by needing to get in touch with our viewers and have a closer relationship with our viewers, which we didn't used to have.
Because these guys want to know what we viewers reckon.
How about the show?
Love it. Let's put a dog in it.
So how it works, they log in, username and password, and they'll come into the site. We've got a news section, so we sneak them little updates about new shows that are coming out. We did some recruiting for Alfest Home. We did some recruiting for MKR off the site as well. We've done things about technology and how they're using it, who their favourite presenters are. We did a survey about what are the burning issues facing you living in New Zealand today, and everything ranged from public transport in Auckland or lack thereof to Mike Hosking, big battle between him and John Campbell. We get a lot of feedback about that. I think the biggest thing for me with the Green Room is that viewers are a part of what we do on a daily basis and that they feel a part of bringing the magic of TV back.
This is 6 of the best. I'm Andrew Shaw. It's really hard to pick 6. I mean, there are just so many, but let's start with number 6. The brand new, exciting NBC drama. Wesley Snipes makes his return to television after a small break in jail. Could happen to the best of us. And he plays a guy called Mr. Johnson.
We gamble on crime.
And Mr. Johnson organises bets that super wealthy individuals make on the outcome of crime.
So they would bet on me?
Some would bet against you, don't take it personally.
It's sharp, it's sexy, it's funny. He's tremendous in it. Really, really tremendous. And I think it's a must-watch 8:30 drama for TV1. Rachel's Tour of Beauty. Now, my best friend Rachel, but she's got other friends, but she's a special friend, but not in that way. She's a nice friend. Can I do that again? Rachel's Tour of Beauty. Why wouldn't you watch it? Rachel, Tour, and Beauty. In this wonderful human story, she goes around the globe and she looks at places and people, how they live, where they live, and what their lives are like. It's inner beauty and inner wellness. It's a tremendous personal story produced by Imagination. I think it's beautifully shot.
This is amazing.
It's a real star show for us. On the other side of the coin, where there are no cosmetics and not a lot of beauty, where would you be but inside the Wentworth prison cells? Those women are fantastic. What a great cast. What great writing. That's a great drama because there's nothing beautiful about where it is, but there's real beauty in the performances. You've got Daniel Cormick, Robbie Makasiva, 2 New Zealand stars in great Australian drama. I'll take that one, that's a freebie. Don't miss it. Every episode is a blinder. In New Zealand drama, life inside the Step-Dave household has got a whole load more complicated because the daughters are growing up, and we all know how much fun that can be. Dave's grown up too, but not that much.
Move along, kids. No parking up here.
It's a world-class New Zealand drama, and I won't ruin it for you, but I can tell you that the episode 13 finale is one of the best finales for a drama series that I think I've ever seen. It's written magnificently. When you're not doing drama, you may as well do something else. DNA Detectives. Now, DNA Detectives is a wonderful story about who you are. You may think that you're a white, middle-class, Anglo-Saxon male, but you know, you could be looking at a Jamaican. That's the mystery inside DNA Detectives. Made by Jam TV, it's a fantastic piece of factual television. If you're not doing factual, you're not doing drama, you should be doing reality. And the best reality show on New Zealand television is MKR New Zealand. Great judges, wonderful cast, fabulous food. Imagination, again, have done a wonderful job with this series. Tony Manson's done a great job guiding it. It's a standout show, and I reckon they'll be a big hit. That's my pick 6. Hope you love them.
I'm Rachel Lang, writer and producer on Filthy Rich.
I'm Gavin Straw, and I'm also a writer and producer on Filthy Rich.
Filthy Rich is about what happens when one of New Zealand's richest men dies, and it's discovered that he has 3 illegitimate children.
From the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah, who all share part of his fortune. And this sets the cat among the pigeons for his second wife and the other members of his family. It's relationship-based, but it's also big and sexy and dirty and surprising, and each episode ends with a cliffhanger.
We've written 14 episodes complete. We've been holding off storylining the last 2 episodes, partly just to see how the show was going and to get a feel.
2 nights a week is definitely a new way of doing things, and it's been untried.
It works well for a reality show, so, you know, good on TVNZ for giving it a go. We'd just come off a show called Nothing Trivial that we'd done for TV1, which we did 3 series and they were lovely, but it was felt to be quite a gentle show. Creatively, we were really excited by the notion of doing something big and dirty and
different.
We always had the intention that we wanted to say something about New Zealand. And in this case, it was about the gap between the rich and the poor. We wanted to explore that, but in a fun way. The easiest to cast, new young actors, and the cast just...
We have an amazing cast. The centre of the show is Brady Trowbridge, second wife of John Trowbridge, his younger second wife.
Brady's played by Miriama Smith, and we worked with her originally on a show called Mercy Peak 100 years ago.
Alex Tarrant plays Joe, and he's actually done quite a bit of work. Emma Fenton is relatively new to screen. A guy called Taylor Hall is our wonderful Garth. And then the other really important character is John Trowbridge's legitimate son, John Jr., who is older than the rest of them.
He's an older, wastrel, cocaine-snorting, whore kind of bad boy who
suddenly has to step up. I love them all. There are some really quite out there characters in this show.
We have to like it. It's not, you can't write by formula. There are techniques and processes, but in the end the story is what appeals to us.
You never know what New Zealanders are gonna like.
We would not presume.
all you can do is put it out there and see. But the principle with finishing any series is you always leave them wanting more. I'm so confident.
My name's Simon Winter. I'm the news editor here at One News Now. I guess I drive the daily news coverage online. Drive a team of 12 to 15 people, set their news agenda and then react to anything that develops during the day. In addition to the online team, part of my job is also to drive the wider sort of One News broadcast team, the TV side of the business, to file for online, be it text, photos, video, and get that all up online as soon as possible. Yeah, look, it's relentless. You have to keep across everything that you rely on senior people across the business and your own team to keep you informed. It's a fantastic job. It's different every day, and the excitement is part of the reason I love it. You are right on the cutting edge of breaking news when you're working online, and that's where you need to be. You need to be right on the edge, and you need to be first. The One News website's had to undergo massive strategic change over the past 2 or 3 years as our audience moved from desktop over to mobile, where more than 50% of our traffic is now being consumed. And the problem for us is that we had a product which really didn't allow our audience to consume either breaking news or video on any of our mobile apps. That's really what the whole new website is about. It's a total focus on mobile, being able to display video and also breaking news, also being able to display social media in our article pages in a way that we could never do before. That's really where the online game is played now, and we can do it better than anyone else because we've got a world-class product.
One News Now. This is One News Online, where you can get the latest news that matters to you fast.
So, welcome, Kay Gregory.
Same blonde hair, I know.
You're not Kay Gregory?
No, I'm not. Close. First name starts with K.
Kay. Okay. Let's see. What's your second name?
Olsen.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
So what do you do here?
I do the weather. Tell the audience what's going to happen with the weather over the next day.
Do you guys still call up Jim Hickey and get the weather from him?
No, we don't need to do that.
Do you have children?
I do. I have 2, boy and a girl.
Which one do you prefer? Pick one.
I like them both equally. In fact, I love them both equally.
Love, doesn't matter. Let's see. If I were to say Raoul Island.
Raoul Island.
Raoul.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to say Raoul Island.
Raoul Island. Spent a year on the island running the weather station and feeding chickens, milking cows, climbing mountains.
How do you milk a cow?
Got to get the rhythm just right.
The rhythm?
Yeah, it's really tricky.
Okay. Did you study?
I did. Various things. Eventually meteorology.
What before that?
Microbiology.
Microbiology? Is that like biology for people that can't handle the big biology?
It's diseases.
Diseases?
Yeah.
Did you get anything? What's your favourite kind of sun?
Kind of sun. Summer sun.
Summer sun.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just the right.
What's your favourite kind of sun, Johnny?
The hot sun there, Tim.
Okay, hot sun. What about when it goes under the ground?
It's night time.
What about rain?
Rain, yeah, we need rain.
Is there too much weather? I'll ask something. I'll ask another one. On the 28th of December, I want to wear shorts. Should I?
I wouldn't know, Tim. I have no idea, so, yeah.
This is my 10-second pitch. I said bitch. You're my bitch. Sorry. I would like to see Money or the Bag come back, thank you. TV1, every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. with Mike Hosking heading the whole thing up, travelling around the countryside, giving New Zealanders prizes. Oh my God.